Leadership. People often ask themselves, what is leadership? The definition of leadership is about mapping out where you're going to win as a team or organization. And it's dynamic, exciting, and inspiring. Yet, while leaders set their direction, they must also use magnum skills to guide their people into the right direction in a smooth and effective way. It might sound easy. Most people are capable of doing that. But why can't most people be leaders in their lifetime? For me and a variety of people, the reason being is lack of self confidence and fear for responsibility. A leader is always under the spotlight of the group members. What between me and self confidence is the problem of me being too shy, benefiting from the fact that I was always tired in grade 12 and my parents went back to China. I started to care less and have less feeling. My mindset changed from what if they think to me into if I don't do this. The less I care, the braver I am. So, one important method of becoming more interactive to people like me is care less about the people around you. Taking care of people around us is our talent. Don't waste more time to overthink it. My parents always tell me that while thinking, switching your position into others, what would they be thinking about you? But for people who have never been through the stage of being shy and restless, they will never understand how people like us think. As a matter of fact, our thoughts are probably the most unreasonable ones in the world. We would think that others called us stupid if we made a micro mistakes. In the mindset of an ancient China warlord, if a person doesn't live and think for themselves, anything from an ant to a god has the right to kill you. Now, every time before I sacrifice my time for anything, I'll make sure I have enough for return. Even just pure fame, it must be great enough. Of course, you can accomplish that in many different ways. I only admire the mindset of warlords, not their actions. As time proceeds, I give less attention to people that work in the organization. The only thing that I care about from now on is the result of the work. Is it finished or not? Of course, as I am the one giving them reasonable amount of work. It's really weird. I'm always the one taking over others' mistakes and being punished for them. It is not my responsibility, but impulse gives me the power to do so. I still take it just because we're friends. But when dealing with the responsibility that gains honor, that has no loss, that is the time I chicken out. Humanity is really weird, isn't it? Now looking back, it is not necessary to be like this. There are three levels of leadership. The leadership that starts at businesses costs way too much. It can't fail because it has no turnbacks. They gotta find the breakpoints and opportunities. And that is the first class leadership. And then there's the second class leadership, which is that runs a team, organization, or companies. Maintain the current situation as the top priority. So, like the boss in the company. And there's the third class leadership, group conversation leaders, the one that leads the topic and discussion, of course, but doesn't have any responsibility after all. So what I'm currently working in the semi-study circle is a part of leadership that runs an organization, second class leadership. Before I started it, I actually hated it because study circle isn't just simply my work. It's the work of five men together. If anything happened to study circle, I should be the one to be blamed for it. But the fact is that no mistake has happened yet. And being a leader doesn't mean I'm all alone. It should be the easiest thing to keep things under control, isn't it? Indeed, leadership means that you have to sacrifice more than others, put in more effort, and basically become the one that is blamed for all the mistakes. But in return, the amount of goods and of others are no comparison to yours. Before becoming a leader, you must ask yourself a question. Do you love your job or not? And thank you for watching. Thank you.